Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Breakfast in Bed, where I'm joined by my really good friend. We worked a long time together.
Oh, yeah.
Franco Irvin, also known as Zilla the Rap God.
Hey.
Yeah. So, Franco, I know that you started out rapping young in church.
Right.
But the actual thing that kicked off your career in start was very devastating. The loss of your parents. Can you tell me a little bit about how that affected your music?
Yeah, sure. It affected a lot. You know, my mom, she was like my #1 fan when it came to my music. That's one thing that still pushes me to this day. Both my parents actually was my #1 fans, but my mom, you know, she would download everything I had, you know, recorded and just bump it, you know, and just be so hype. And she just tell me all the time she's my #1 fan. And so it's sort of like a motivation to me more than anything to just keep me pushing. And I just hear her in my head saying, you know, just keep going, you know. So I try to do it for my parents, you know, and use it as a motivation more than, you know, something that just brings me down than anything.
And I know that you and your brother actually got together and started this group, BHM. Can you tell me a little bit about your group?
Yeah, sure. It was actually started. Me and my brother, we had a group before that, and my friend Michael and his I got another friend named Smells. They actually got BHM started. You know, they was the founders of it. And you know, we've been real cool with them since we was young, and we basically all linked up, liked each other's music, and we basically all came together and was like, hey, we're gonna do this, you know, and do it for real instead of just putting out music and just not actually, you know, pushing it. So now we're trying to get to that point where we're pushing it. We've been doing shows here back to back for the past 3 months, you know, so I'm just getting to the point where I'm just trying to take it serious more than anything.
And I know you all have had a huge breakthrough. You're going to be opening up for Yo Gotti at the homecoming concert. Can you tell me how exciting that is?
Oh, it's very exciting. You know, we got squeezed in, and we're just happy. You know, we right now we're trying to get everything together, make sure everything's perfect. We're gonna have shirts, we're gonna have CDs, all, you know, ready for everybody. You know, so we're just excited about it. We just want to make sure we come and bring our A game, really. You know.
And I know this is a big step in taking care of your family. You have a little boy who looks exactly like you.
Oh, yes.
How exciting is it to actually be able to take care of your family in a way that you love?
Oh, it's amazing. You know, that's, speaking of motivations, that's my other motivation. You know, is my son. You know, he just, ever since he was born, that really pushed me in my music. You know, also it pushed me a whole nother level. And you know, I realized it's either I do this now, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be 30 years old still trying to do this, so I need to go hard while I'm still young, you know. So I do it for him, and he's 1 year old right now, and you know, I just want to make sure he's set whenever, you know, he gets to that age.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining me. You all catch Franco, Zilla, and BHM at homecoming. That's it for this edition of Breakfast in Bed.